Look at this little beauty that I've got, a Rollei35. Well, I took this out. I went to the Japanese festival, the Powell Street Japanese festival, and I thought, what a perfect opportunity to take this along and take some snaps of the festival. It's such a tiny little compact camera. And it's in such good condition. There's like no scratches or nothing on it. The glass and the lens is really clean. Viewfinder up here. So obviously a little bit of parallax can happen if you get in close. But inside it has a little viewing frame in there for parallax. Focus. Right, so you have to do your zone focusing, so I always had to make sure that I focused for the shot. These are the depth of field scale there, so it can help you out. We have our aperture settings here from 3.5 all the way to f22. And the other dial is your shutter speed dial, and it goes from bulb setting all the way to 500th of a second. The ISO, well, this is kind of old, it still says ASA on here, so you can set it from 25 all the way to 1600. When you're going to take a photo, you have to pull the lens out. Right, so it pulls out, and then you have to twist it that way. Then you can go ahead and take a picture. It has a built-in light meter, which I thought was pretty neat, simple to use. There's two needles, so you have to adjust the shutter speed and aperture and bring that little needle over with a little circle and line it up with the other needle. And once they're lined up, you can take a picture. Cock and film advance. Before you put the lens in, you have to cock the shutter. You press this button here, and it will go in. When you've used up your roll of film, and flip and wind it all up, the film out, switch that up. Back slides. Battery takes one of these mercury cells, but I have another battery in. I did a YouTube short. Maybe I can stick it in now. 625A. It's here with the positive end up. Let's try it. Please be right. Oh yeah, see, it's moving. Yay! That's about it. Right. So some of the shots I did, you know, there were so many people there, and you know, people are kind of weird about having their picture taken, and I really don't like to photograph people, but there were some characters there. I tried shooting in Cartier-Bresson style, you know, with camera down here, and kind of like, I have no idea if I was framing it properly. So I already developed the film, and it turned out, like, I kind of sort of had to guess. I was using PC512, and I don't really have any times for the Tmax 100 that I was using. So it came out a little bit thin, but I think there's enough there I can scan. So I'm going to scan these up, and I'll share them with you. So the only things I found a little bit challenging with this camera was when I was metering for the scene. You can't see anything inside the viewfinder as far as exposure settings go. So you have to take the camera down away from your eye and adjust your aperture and your shutter. Once it's lined up, then you can go ahead and take the picture. So I found that kind of slowed me down. The other thing is you have to be really careful you don't put your finger in front of this opening here. That's where the light goes in for the light meter. So when you're adjusting stuff, if you have a finger over top of it or near it, it's going to affect your reading. So you always have to make sure your fingers is away from that. And that's pretty much it.